Welcome back to MLP Dallas. This is the second quarterfinal matchup here at the premier level. The Miami Pickleball Club taking on the Chicago Slice. Thrilled to have you with us here to cap off our coverage for the day alongside former top male pro Adam Stone. I'm Michelle McMahon bringing you the action, and Ben Johns was the #1 overall draft pick for the Chicago Slice. He is the storyline on that side, but a perfect 50-50 split with win probability. Of course, Tyson McGuffin, one of the stars of the show for the Miami Pickleball Club, with Federico Staksrud, Tyra Black, and Mary Brasha. But we focus our attention first on the Chicago Slice because it takes more than one player to have a win. What do the Chicago Slice need to do to find some versatility beyond Ben Johns?
You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Michelle. For me, in this matchup, it is the non-Ben Johns teammates of the Chicago Slice. You have Jesse Irvin, very consistent veteran in the game, explosive Lacey Schneeman, and Eric Lang, the veteran as well. More known for the men's doubles, but he's been playing much better in mixed. So can Ben Johns get enough help from his squad to take on this Miami Pickleball Club?
And on the side of Miami, we'll be starting with the ladies. Hurricane Tyra Black and her partner Mary Brasha up for the task against Lacey Schneeman and Jesse Irvin. As we get first serve underway here, the semifinal matchup is tomorrow at 10 a.m. against the Orlando Squeeze, the defending champs from Atlanta. Whoever wins this one will slot in the morning. Lacey Schneeman, the former aerospace engineer, to start us off. Any patterns you're watching out for in this one?
Yeah, I would expect for Hurricane Tyra Black and Lacey Schneeman to be the more aggressive of their team. And we see it right there as Lacey Schneeman pulls the trigger, and then Mary Brasha and Jesse Irvin to be more solid, which is a little unusual because we have Jesse Irvin on the left and Lacey Schneeman on the right. So we're going to have to monitor that and see if Jesse Irvin can find a little offense from the left side.
Why would that switch be?
Yeah, so it could always be comfort level, but also Lacey Schneeman does prefer the forehand dink more than the backhand, so she possibly could get exposed on that left side.
Tyra Black showing that aggression early.
That's right. You see the power there, and you also see the wheels. She has a very explosive skill set, has all the raw tools at her disposal for sure. And I believe I see Miami Pickleball Club looking to dink a little more to the middle of the court early in this match. Definitely something to monitor, as usually cross court is the preferred pattern.
Into the net for Irvin.
Yeah, ladies trying to find some footing.
Power for Jesse Irvin.
Yeah, she definitely has that. So the put-away power not in question. The ability to create some of the offense could be an issue for the Slice with Jesse on the left. Just going to have to see.
Former tennis pro Jesse Irvin.
Well, that was a good look at trying to create some offense, but neutralized nicely by Mary Brasha. Yeah, and we're kind of in that. Eventually, we will be under the lights, but dusk right now, so
weird lighting.
Yeah, moving into the nighttime. There you go, Lacey Schneeman creating offense with the backhand side after Tyra left that dink high.
Lacey Schneeman, 27 years old, played club tennis at USC.
Nice spin from Tyra Black, and you will not see Jessie Irvin miss too many third and fifth shots. Yeah, I'm very interested in this pattern. As we see, as I mentioned, a lot of the middle dinks, and now we have Ben Johns coming over to say something to Jessie Irvin. More middle again from Tyra Black, and I don't hate the backhand roll attempt. She did catch the tape though, and the Slice have a 1-point lead, but not allowing Jessie Irvin to get into her most comfortable cross-court dink pattern might be a quality play for the Miami Pickleball Club, but they have to play a little bit cleaner if they want to execute that strategy.
Yeah, slow start for Miami. Can't be easy waiting around all day for your quarterfinal match.
And Mary Brasher, one of the best celebrators out there, and she gets very excited when her partner hits a good shot, and that was definitely a good one from Tyra Black.
7-8.
Mary Brasher had a one-handed block and a two-handed forehand block in the middle of that point. She is a very quality player at neutralizing pace. Nice scramble from Miami Pickleball Club. Couldn't quite get it dropped down, but stuck with it. A couple drops later, a couple drives later, forced an error into the tape from Jessie Irvin.
Wide for Black, and Chicago ties it back up 9-all.
Yeah, definitely quite a few pop-ups from Hurricane Tyra early on, and Lacey Schneeman has done a nice job of capitalizing on a few of those.
Tyra Black, just a backhand flick down the middle. Feels like a must-win situation, as we always talk about when Ben Johns is on the opposing side, for the ladies especially, when he's not in the equation. Another backhand flick down the middle for Black.
Yeah, so good with the one-hander. And as you can see, Miami Pickleball Club dinking to the middle, but Mary Brasher is not involved almost at all at the kitchen line as the Chicago Slicer looking to isolate Hurricane Tyra Black, and that you got to be careful what you ask for, Michelle.
That's for sure. Let's take a closer look at the Miami Pickleball Club now, and We see Mary Brasha and Hurricane Tyra Black on display, but waiting in the wings, Tyson McGuffin and Federico Staksrud. This team is well built. They're 2-1 coming into the quarterfinals here tonight. Their only loss coming against the Dallas Pickleball Club. What else should we look out for on the side of Miami?
Incredibly well-balanced team, no weaknesses. So really, Miami is built on the upside of Hurricane Tyra Black. And of course, the crime dog, Tyson McGuffin, my main man, most electrifying man in sports. With those two, watch out for Miami.
They came out of Group C. How about Chicago? We talked about it in the former quarterfinal. Came out of Group A, which you deemed as the group of death, and somehow made their way into the quarterfinals with a 1-2 record. Just one match win for this team, and they're here.
Yes, we always talk about how every point matters with net games and point differential percentage, and it's absolutely the truth. You can be 2-1 and not make it, and 1-2 and advance.
Their only win against the Arizona Drive, dropped a heartbreaker to the Orlando Squeeze in 5 earlier in the tournament. And then also dropped a dream breaker to the Ranchers this morning. 11-9 is the score. Lacey Schneeman battles it out.
Yeah, and such an explosive athlete, Lacey Schneeman. You saw her get up from that overhead and then be able to move laterally on the kitchen line to put away that last ball after the cross-court dink from Brasha.
Inside out, finds the corner, Lacey Schneeman.
You can see her getting balanced on one leg there so that she can maximize her reach into the kitchen to take time away from her opponents. Well done. Great offense from Schneeman.
Brasha takes a crack at it.
Yeah, and we haven't said her name too much, but she's just not a dinker out there. She can pull a trigger when she needs to. We've seen a bit of her counter-attacking ability as well.
Long for Irvin. Miami will take the break, up 2.
Yeah, really haven't had too many extended rallies, except for a handful of those dink rallies playing to the middle of the court. Nice job from Jessie Irvin, making Tyra reach out wide for that backhanded dink. Nice easy power from Tyra, getting up tight to the kitchen line.
Just back for Miami.
There you go. Nice offense from Jessie from the left. Nice two-shot combination, putting Miami Pickleball Club on their heels. That's not a situation you want to get into. A firefight when Tyra is on the kitchen line and you were in the mid-court. That is not a recipe for success. Mary Brasha looking for the two-handed backhand drive. I think she wishes she had that one back, so to drop the ball instead of drive it.
Into the net for Irvin.
Yeah, just hung up there. A little backspin. Couldn't coax it over. And really the big difference for offense for the Miami Pickleball Club has been that one-handed flick from Hurricane Tyra Black.
Schneemann buries it in the corner.
Yeah, nice play. And certainly her technique is not flawed, but Hurricane Tyra has a little bit more going on during the soft dink rallies. You can see a much more stable paddle from Jessie Irvin, more movement from Hurricane Tyra. Let's see if she can rein that in.
Jessie Irvin closes the point. What a rally.
Yes, that was one of the best rallies of the match, no question. Nice put away power again from Jessie Irvin. Just to touch on what I talked about briefly earlier, when you have more going on your soft stuff, more movement, more things can go wrong, Michelle.
Irvin with the attack on the lob shot of Tyra Black.
Yeah, great decision from Jessie Irvin to not hit through the court and to hit down. Right at the feet of Mary Brasha. So much more difficult to handle than that ball if it was up around the waist of Mary.
An 18-16 lead for the Chicago Slice, Adam, and this is an exact replica rematch of the quarterfinals from Atlanta. It was the Chicago Slice and the Miami Pickleball Club. Remember, this one went to a dream breaker then, but you know who? Ben Johns, the mastermind of scouting reports. He's got data now on this Miami Pickleball Club, though it was Allison Harris playing for Mary Brasha. She was not available to play, was out with an illness. So Miami fully healthy, different looking team with Mary in the mix, but Chicago with the 2-point edge.
Yeah, that's right. Allison Harris filled in very nicely, but they drafted Mary for a reason, to mesh with their other three teammates, and they're happy to have her back,
Mary,
no doubt.
She was a 4th-round pick, 37th pick in the draft. These two ladies, Schneemann and Irvin, were the 2nd and 3rd round, respectively.
This has been a little bit of an interesting vibe for a ladies match. There hasn't been a whole lot of just trigger pulling and fast exchanges. Different look for the ladies. And a big serve out of the timeout from Lacey Schneemann. Pace and spin and depth. All three, a lot to handle.
That's a big finish for Hurricane Tyra Black, pulling her team within 2.
Yeah, that's about, I don't know, the 5th one that she's had that backhand flip up the middle. Little hesitation from Jessie Irvin. You don't see that too much from her. She knows exactly what she wants to do out there. That ball sitting up, making her think she had a chance to take it out of the air. Error, unfortunately.
Game point now to the Chicago Slice. Irvin finishes it out. Lacey Schneemann and Jessie Irvin trying to reverse the script against the Miami Pickleball Club, and they take game 1.
Great job on the 2-shot combination from Irvin, because the initial counter from Tyra was a very good one. She was on the next ball and seals the deal for her team. That is a huge win from the Slice. As you mentioned, Michelle, anytime Ben is not on the court and your team gets a win, it's a big deal.
We'll move on to men's doubles next. Ben Johns, the uncontested best pickleball player in the world, taking the stage next with his partner Eric Lang. A tall task against Tyson McGuffin and Federico Staksrud. Will break down the X's and O's after this.
Innovation is our specialty. Winning is his. Zane Navratil has won more than 40 Pro Gold medals and back-to-back Major League Pickleball titles. One of pickleball's most iconic and decorated athletes teamed up with our world-class engineers with one goal in mind: build a paddle that can dominate. The Zane Navratil Signature Paddle, designed for champions by champions. Available now. ProXR Pickleball. Innovation you can handle.
What's your DUPR?
The hype guys are in Dallas, which means the pickleball scene is too. Love the outfits and the Hawaiian theme we have going in the crowd. Crowd has been electric here all day long, celebrating these premier level teams going at it. Chicago Slice made it to the quarterfinals with a 1-2 record. Ben Johns playing with Eric Lang, not his usual partner in crime, Colin Johns. So how does it play a little differently when you have Eric Lang to your right if you're Ben Johns?
Really, I don't think a whole lot. I think I'm certainly not going to say they're the same player or they're interchangeable, but some of the skills that Colin has are also there with Eric Lang, most notably that backhand counter. I will say Colin's probably a little bit smoother on some of the soft stuff in the mid-court play, but Eric Lang has a very good skill set to complement Ben Johns. Nice step over to his right from Federico Staksrud playing the left side, and I'm not sure if they've had a victory, but Pablo Tellez and Federico Staksrud have played the Johns brothers very tough several times on the PPA Tour. Very awkward swing from Ben Johns. Mishitting the third shot drop.
No ATP, just short for Ben Johns.
And the issue there, Ben was in perfect position. It hit the line and skidded out further than he wanted to, and he did not get there with his feet.
Ben Johns and Eric Lang, by the way, they have not won together today, so believe it or not, or this tournament rather. They dropped all of their men's doubles matches, or games, in their pool.
Here, Johnny Goldberg helping out the Miami Pickleball Club on the sideline, saying yep, yep, after that Ben Johns dink miss. He will not hesitate to be vocal.
Wide for Lang.
And now a no, 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 no from Johnny Goldberg as well. Sorry, I think it's funny. Johnny's a funny guy, but he can get in your head a little bit as well.
Jumping into the chirps. Just caught the line. Eric Lang comes up with it.
Yeah, incredible top spin there from Eric Lang, as obviously both Miami Pickleball players thinking that was going to sail along. It does not.
Footfall called on Federico Staxrud. Bob Swisshelm.
Yeah, a little discussion on whether to challenge.
Cries from the crowd to challenge.
Zoom in on that toe.
Yeah. Said he didn't move. We all think that when we're feeling wrongly accused of a kitchen violation.
That's 2 quality forehand speed-ups from Eric Lang, and I think they're probably going to need that because these are 2 of the most consistent dinkers out there in Tyson McGuffin and Federico Staxrud.
Ben John's going to challenge that call right away.
Yeah, he doesn't challenge too often, but it seems like when he does, he aggressively challenges and just walks off the court.
Has a lot of conviction when he does it.
But yes, so as what I was mentioning, and of course, yes, as I was saying with the Eric Lang speed-ups on the forehand side. Now, of course, it takes a lot of pressure off him when Ben is taking 75 or 80% of the soft shots. Oh, we're getting a look here. Oh, baby. Think that might have caught. But anyway, like I said, so I'm sorry. Late in the night, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. But I'm not sure he is going to be able to outdink either one of those Miami Pickleball. So he's going to have to be able to find some offense, and he has done so early in this men's doubles match.
What do you think the cause for dysfunction has been for the Chicago Slice? They lost to Dylan Frazier and Travis Rettenmeyer this morning, 21-19. Lost to Zane Navratil and Andre Deescu, as well as Deckelbar and Julian Arnolds. Where's the gap?
I think that's just where pickleball is headed. Everyone is very, very good, and Eric Lang, phenomenal player, but this is not his regular partner, and so this is a different situation here than he's used to with his Rock, his brother, his main man over there to the right side. So it's I certainly would say it's a little surprising, but I wouldn't go with that. It's shocking that they're 0-3 in men's.
Would there have been a better fit in the draft with the challenger players left from what we know now? Hindsight's always 20/20. Would a Gabe Tardio would have been a better fit? Is there any other player you could put in that position?
And really the thing is Ben obviously drafted Eric for men's doubles, but Eric's been playing great mixed. He has a couple really quality mixed wins. So it kind of, when you look at it on paper, maybe Gabe Tardio isn't the best fit for men's with his offensive style, but he would be better in mixed, but I'm not exactly sure with some of the results we've seen.
All right, call's overturned. The ball was ruled in. Ben Johns validated in his conviction.
We will resume play with the Chicago Slice serving at 6-5.
Slice trail by just 1.
Time in. 6-5.
Nice little exchange from the fellas, and then Federico Staxrud catching Eric Lang late on his slide to the right to backhand counter.
6-6.
Oh, just inside the line. Eric Lang got it again.
Eric Lang 3 for 3 on the forehand speed ups, 2 up the middle and 1 at the body of Federico.
Ben Johns, his contact is so clean every time he hits it.
Yeah, never in a hurry, not any extra wasted motion, efficient as they come.
8-6.
The first bark from Tyson McGuffin.
Well, they've been targeting Federico Staksrud. There hasn't been a lot of opportunities for the crime dog to bark, but he got one in there. Great ball from Ben Johns at the feet of Tyson. And let's be clear, if Tyson cannot pick it up off his feet, nobody can. Nice job as Eric Lang, very good with that backhand from the chest, as I've mentioned a couple times, but this time he's a couple feet off the kitchen line. That's the difference in my opinion. Yeah, Federico just, sometimes all you can do is just smile and shake it off. Missed contact and a loose error on the third shot drop attempt. Ben Johns going 5-hole on Federico Staksrud, often taking that ball right at the player in front of him. This time going cross court. Nothing Fed can do with the incredible pace and spin created on the backhand flick from Ben.
An 11-8 lead for the Chicago Slice on the end change. And if they can pull this one out, a 2-0 cushion against Miami. Put all the pressure on the mixed doubles portion.
Yeah, and this is a big factor here. We've had lots of very close on paper dream breakers, and I understand that Ben Johns, best singles player in the world, is on the Chicago Slice, but I have a pretty heavy favorite as the Miami Pickleball Club if this were to go to a dream breaker.
I think you're right on that. Johns cleans it up.
Yeah, nice play from Ben and a nice scramble from the Miami Pickleball Club. They just couldn't quite get back to the kitchen, but either way made the Slice hit several very good shots.
Nice third from Ben.
Nice backhand punch from the kitchen line from Tyson McGuffin to put a little more pressure on that forehand roll from Ben.
Long for Ben Johns, and McGuffin and Federico Staksrud right back in it, down 2.
Yeah, nice job by making just another ball or two there for the Miami Pickleball Club. Just need a little half a step extra.
Long for Ben Johns. And a little run for Miami.
Yeah, miss hit. And a miss hit forehand sailing long a couple points ago from the kitchen. So Ben got to clean up that forehand side. Consider it cleaned, Michelle.
Makes it look easy. Catches the sideline.
Yeah, way to stick with it from Federico after an awkward swing in the middle of that exchange. Great job by catching the sideline, like you said, Michelle. Pinpoint accuracy from Fed. Nice presence in the middle from the slice. McGuffin, a quality backhand, but he did slide to his right, which forced him a bit out of position.
15-12.
Tyson McGuffin, as crafty as they come.
Yeah, really gotten much better on that initial first volley on the backhand side from Tyson throughout the years. Nice hands from Fed. I don't hate the combination from Eric Lang. Had a decent look at that second backhand, just couldn't get on top of the ball.
14-16.
Patient point. Ben John steps in.
Yeah, very nice footwork from Eric Lang. In MLP Atlanta, I believe he got in Ben's way a handful of times. This time, he is very more well-positioned to be Ben John's partner. I mean, Eric Lang, he's a player that likes to hold the kitchen line, and you're just not able to do that as Ben's partner. You have to let him have free reign to do what he needs to do.
It has to be a tough balance to strike. Into the net goes Staxrud, and another three-point cushion for the Chicago Slice.
Yeah, leaving that dink up. Handled the initial attack from Ben Johns, but Eric Lang there to have his back.
18-15.
Eric Lang holding the kitchen that time on the right side.
Yeah, so good. 3 or 4 really nice drops from the back of the court, and the big man comes in hot with a backhand-forehand combination, and he is very proud of himself, and we are too. Eric Lang, well done on that point.
And 19-15 lead for the Chicago Slice. Ownership group that includes Heidi Klum, Tom Ricketts, Doug Ellen, Chris Everett, Lindsay Davenport, Tracy Austin, just to name a few.
A couple heavy hitters in there, or maybe all of them.
Miami, not too shabby either on their side. How about Nick Kyrgios, Naomi Osaka, Patrick Mahomes, several others there.
That first group might have got one-upped with those 3 names. My goodness.
I thought it was impressive until I said the second list. And still more to come, ever changing. The Slice, 2 points away from taking a 2-game edge on Miami. Eric Lang counter-punching down the line brings game point to Chicago.
Yeah, haven't seen a whole lot of speed-ups from Tyson McGuffin. Most of the dinks at the kitchen going the way of Federico. Took his crack that time. Eric Lang says no, no.
There's the pressure Federico Staksrud was looking for.
And we all know around this time, 2015, 2016, that team with the lower number starts to creep back into it. Let's see if the Miami Pickleball Club can do what we've seen throughout this tournament.
Wide for Staksrud.
Yeah, and that's often what happens when you were lined up heads up from Eric Lang. You're so worried about that backhand corner, you try to overextend and force it to the forehand side. I think that's what we saw there from Federico.
Oh, weird all around point.
Funny look on Tyson's face. And I think, yeah, I know it clipped the tape, but I think Tyson might have had him. Ben was leaning to the backhand side. Tyson was pulling that to the middle of the court.
Through the middle, Staksrud pulls within 2.
Yep, that's part of the deal. With an incredibly dominant left side player, confusion can be created. I mean, bad timing, because I think Eric was going to pull that trigger either way, but as soon as Federico goes for the Ernie, there's absolutely no chance there. Nice shot from Eric. Great forehand speed ups from him throughout this match.
Another game point for the slice. Into the net goes Tyson McGuffin. Chicago takes a 2-game edge on Miami. They held on all the way through. How are they able to uphold a 2-point gap at least all the way through?
Just stick to the game plan. You know they had a good one going into the match, and really the difference for me is the Eric Lang speed ups up the middle. I talked early that he might have trouble out-dinking his opponents. He says one up to me and goes with the speed ups, and they were very successful throughout.
Time for a quick break. We'll be right back with mixed doubles after this.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of Major League Pickleball. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of Major League Pickleball.
At the Botanist, we always look further, seeing potential where others may not. We sustainably hand-forage 22 Isla Botanicals to make a beautifully balanced gin, capturing the essence of our Scottish island home. Consciously crafted by our community to be enjoyed by yours. Look further.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
We are back on championship court as we progress on to the mixed doubles portion of the match. And the Chicago Slice could clean it up in 3. So they put out Jesse Irvin and Ben Johns as their #1 team to take on Hurricane Tyra Black and Federico Staxrud for Miami. Miami needs to win this game and the other mixed doubles game to stay alive in the playoff format. Time now for our knockaround KO of the day, Adam. And it's this point from the men's. That's the Ferrari forehand of Tyson McGuffin, fended off by Eric Lang. And the counter punch down the line.
Bin Hu, Eric Lang, have a day. You played great. You deserved the win. And like you said, no need to keep Ben and Jesse for the anchor. Let's just throw them out right here and see if the Chicago Slice can seal this thing in 3.
Oh, what a snag from Jesse Irvin.
Yeah, we are grinding on championship court. What incredible dink play from all 4 players and the little mini exchange after all of that soft stuff.
Got Dylan Frazier next to us in the booth. Jump on in, buddy. Down the middle, or corner rather, for Ben Johns.
Well, I think Staxrud thought it was going down the middle, Michelle. Unfortunately for him, it was not.
Jesse Irvin answers the bell. That time down the middle.
Yes, and I agree with Dylan Frazier, who's a little bit in our ear right now. It looks like it's hard to see down there, and these lights and this nighttime atmosphere haven't had a lot of those matches, mostly day stuff. Hopefully the vision is not an issue for these players.
Got the trio of analysis here. Pablo Tejas, James Ignatowicz, and Dylan Frazier.
And that's a motley crew right there. Nice hands from Federico. But let's be clear, Michelle.
Yeah.
Jesse Irvin is basically female Colin Johns.
You're right.
She's very strategic. She has a similar game style, and she meshes very well with Ben.
That's probably why he took her in the 2nd round.
Yeah, I even talked to her after that ball sails long from Hurricane Tyra Black, just about how strategic she is and how much more comfortable she is when she goes into a match with a very, very solid game plan.
Ben Johns into the net. Good pressure from Miami.
Yeah, great job by Tyra to get a lot of pop on that last forehand to force the error, or Federico, excuse me.
Federico answering, steps in the middle.
And a great job by Tyra Black of weathering the storm of that backhand roll at the right shoulder from Ben Johns. She has a great counterattack from that position.
Ben Johns there for the counter.
Yeah, similar situation to the previous point, just Tyra several feet further back in the court. Much more difficult to execute from that position.
Down the middle, beauty for Ben Johns. Pop-up chance, no-go zone on him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After that miss, or that miss-hit from Tyra, not thrilled with herself. She'll get it cleaned up.
That first ball from Tyra had some funky spin on it. Down the line on Ben.
Yeah, it did. Big swing on the two-handed backhand from Jessie Irvin, just catching it a bit late.
Irvin into the tape.
Yeah, great inside-out backhand right before the put-away. Just got on top of the ball, actually too much, putting it down into the net. Yeah, great hands early in that point from Fed, but a little ambitious on that last ball. Almost looked like he was going with the no-look inside-out.
Oh. Just out for Jessie Irvin. Looks like a, nope, no challenges there.
Yeah, it looked long, and similar to the men's match, she caught Federico going for the Ernie, so she had a huge gap in the middle, just couldn't bring it down.
And a missed serve to follow it up. 2-point lead for Chicago.
Tell you what, it is an interesting flow in this match. There's a variety of things going on. Great lateral movement and shuffle steps from Federico Staksrud. Really carrying that over from his incredible singles game to the doubles court.
Wow, made it look easy. Just a simple flick of the wrist, deflection.
I feel your pain, Federico. I really, really do. That's a great grind from Jessie Irvin, and I believe that she's even had, throughout this early stages of the match, some shots in that yellow zone that she possibly could have sped up, but she is sticking to the game plan and playing very consistently, giving Ben as many opportunities as possible to get involved.
Wow, Federico Staksrud finds the back door on Ben Johns. What a play from him.
A little payback from that. A little payback from that one earlier.
Very similar style of game from Staksrud.
That's great setup. And I mean, just incredible mid-court play from Jessie Irvin. She's late getting forward, incredible drive right at her feet, and she's just downy soft in the kitchen. And then a speed up on the next ball, just really showing it all right there on that point, Jessie Irvin.
11-8 lead for Chicago on the end change here. Miami 3 points away. Winner of this one will advance to tomorrow's semifinal starting at 10 a.m. Central Time. The final will be at 1 p.m. Central here in Dallas. First appearance at the Brookhaven Country Club. Brand new facilities. Lots of pickleball to be played here, indoor and outdoor. The Hype guys, they've been committed to this MLP process from, what, the 9 a.m. hour?
Always committed.
How do they sustain that level of energy? We have got to know. we'll have what they're having.
Yes, please, please.
So Ben Johns and Jesse Irvin, what's worked so far, and what will they continue to do?
I mean, I have no idea what Miami should do. I've lost to Ben like 40 times, so I told you I feel Federico's pain. I've been there before, and right now, I'm frustrated. I'm not even playing this match, Michelle.
What's going on there?
That was weird.
The score was called. That. Okay. They're calling for a recall. 11-8. Ben Johns clips the tape, takes the 12-8 lead for Chicago.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Oh, what a roll from Stacksrud. Found the angle. Rarely do you see Ben Johns beat on any shot. That was a beauty from Stacksrud. Inside out roll. Jesse Irvin backed off the kitchen, defended the high speed up.
Yeah, and that's one of the main differences. I told you that Eric Lang in men's doubles loves to hold the line. Jesse Irvin, very, very comfortable in the mid-court, backing up when needed.
Jesse Irvin, she's been clutch the last 2 points.
Yeah, to find that initial speed up from the mid-court and not allow Federico to get a clean swing on it is a very well-played, deceptive shot from her. Went to the well. Back-to-back points. But I said it earlier, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, especially when you have a lead like this.
Oh, speed up, delivered again to Jesse Irvin off the tape this time. Miami back within 3.
11-14.
Oh, textbook, typical shot for Federico Stacksrud, missed.
15-11.
Hurricane Tyra Black finds the corner.
Yeah, a little clip off the tape helped. Jesse Irvin playing very well within herself. Last couple speed ups up the line. Not what she wanted.
Oh, wow, Ben Johns cleans up Hurricane Tyra Black, laying out for it.
I mean, he's speeding up from the left side of his body with the two-handed backhand and then back to the middle. Just so good from Ben.
Wow. Self-defense from Jesse Irvin. Nearly gets them the point. Federico Staksrud.
I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever seen one quite like that in my whole career as commentator and player. That was a pretty cool little shot from Fed.
Taking no mercy. That was a two-handed scoop around the post. Oh, wow. Went for it again.
Did that hit the post, did it not?
It did.
Oh, my.
So athletic, Staksrud.
So if he hit the post, he did actually have an angle. Just couldn't come up with it, and he... Okay, I thought they might take a timeout. No, he's just going back to return serve.
17-13.
Great play from Jesse, leaning into the kitchen, really leading with her palm and misdirecting that ball to the left side of Federico with plenty of pace.
The Chicago Slice could close it out here, 3 points away from sealing the match with a 1-2 record. That is just crazy to think about. Group A was a gauntlet. You had Arizona, the Texas Ranchers. Who else?
It's getting cold, it's getting late, but it's a Saturday night. We're at MLP. Who wants a DUPR bag? Let's go!
Man, hype guys, seriously, give us what they have, because they are still hyping 11 hours later.
The Orlando Squeeze in Group A, duh.
Yeah,
So that would be a rematch of group play where Chicago lost in a dreambreaker to the Orlando Squeeze, the defending champs, for tomorrow's semifinals. So
We like fun storylines, Michelle. We do.
Oh, man. Late night for us. We appreciate you all for joining us all day long for the action. Adam already secured his championship on the day with the hard eights. Chicago looking to secure one for themselves.
She's a rock over there.
Match point for Chicago. Looking to secure their spot in the semis tomorrow for a rematch with the Squeeze. Not yet.
Well, you got to start somewhere. Missed shot from your opponent is a good place to start.
Wow. Highlight reel point for Ben Johns once again.
Bert alert. Right in front of his partner, never a doubt, and a cross-court finish for Mr. Johns.
Ben Johns closes it out. Heroics on full display, but how about Jessie Irvin? She was rock solid on the right side of the court to set up Ben Johns.
That's right. Ben Johns, greatest player in the world, just not even in question. But I'm going to give credit to his two partners, Eric Lang and Jessie Irvin, for playing incredibly well, playing their roles in a situation where it's easy, but also hard.
We'll catch up with the winners right after the break. Stick around.
My name is Itamar, and this is the story of how I got my life back. In college, I injured my back swimming, and pain became so bad that I couldn't function. Treatment was solely focused on my lower back. I was worried that I was never going to get better. When I found HSS, it felt like I had found the cure to my pain. My doctor asked about my hips as opposed to every other doctor that only asked about my back. HSS changed and saved my life.
The all-new Prius. Toyota. Let's go places.
And I said, Saturday? No one's here. Like, are you getting this? So if he wants the invoice...
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Cirkul. With over 40 delicious flavors and a dial that controls your intensity, Cirkul starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times. Cirkul. It's your water, your way. Try Cirkul at drinkcirkul.com.
Back on championship court here in Dallas, the Chicago Slice are moving on to the semifinals tomorrow at 10 a.m. to square off against the Orlando Squeeze. Jesse, starting with you in that mixed doubles game with you and Ben. Adam Stone in the booth referred to you as the female version of Colin Johns. How do you approach being partners with this guy in mixed doubles?
Oh my gosh, that's a great compliment right there. If I can do that with Ben by my side, I mean, we're not losing at that point. And I don't think we've lost yet. We've had a winning record, so I feel good about that. That is kind of my goal when I play with Ben, is to be the female Colin Johns, you know, just keep making balls, set him up and let him finish. And, you know, I have a lot of fun playing with Ben. We have a good time out there. You know, I think we're both on the same page, which helps a lot. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to pull it out in 3 games.
Yeah, speaking of that, Eric, you and Ben have not won today until tonight. I had to point it out. It's true. I'm sorry. But you found a way to get it done when it counted in the quarterfinals. What worked?
I became the male Colin Johns, you know? No, Ben played tremendous. He's our leader. He's our best player in the world. You know, it's just an honor to be on his team and a team with these lovely ladies here. And we're doing our part when it matters most. And Ben, you can never count a team out when you're on it. So the Chicago Slice 1 and 2 making their way to the quarterfinals, now on to the semifinals for a rematch against the Orlando Squeeze. How do you explain your journey to this point for this team?
Yeah, you know, I think we had a good match with the Squeeze, went to a dream breaker, and I felt like we definitely left something out there. I think we can play better than that. So, you know, like you said, it has been a journey, and it's been an interesting couple days, but I'm excited for tomorrow, and I think we can bring a lot more to the court. This team hasn't peaked yet.
Okay, so Lacey, last for you, rematch with the Orlando Squeeze. It went to a dream breaker. What specific things would you like to see changed in the semifinal to take down the defending champs of Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're one of the toughest teams out here. We lost to them just barely yesterday. Like Ben said, I think we have a lot left in the tank. We didn't bring our best stuff yesterday, but watch out because we're coming tomorrow for the champs, for the title.
Doesn't matter how you start, just matters how you finish, guys. Congratulations, moving on to the semis. And remember, our coverage starts bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central for our first semifinal match. These guys will be in action at 10 a.m. and the final will be at 1 p.m. We can't wait to see you there. That's a wrap for our coverage here on this beautiful Saturday evening. We will see you first thing tomorrow morning.